Wakenya wenzangu hamjambo. Leo let's analyze Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Je, wewe ni msafi kama pamba? Government ikikushika hivi ianze kukudig out, utajingatua because you've been to politics for very long time. Umekuwa vice president, umekuwa secretary wa KANU, umekuwa assistant minister for works, umekuwa deputy speaker wa parliament, umekuwa twice minister wa foreign affairs, umekuwa minister wa education, umekuwa minister wa environment. 2007 ulikuwa presidential candidate, ukadunda, ukapewa VP. Now my question is, hii united opposition kuna mahali mnatupeleka ama ni para? Because jana niliona Ruto akiapa mbele nyuma, kulia kushoto, atahakikisha Ukambani mumeingia kwa government. Hey, na mekaba hapo 3 days. Na hiyo Ukambani huko county ni 3. Meaning kila siku anaenda county moja. Jana alikuwa Makueni. United opposition. Kama kuna uchafu mtuambie mapema as we proceed. Shindeni fiti. Thank you.
Wacha tuseme asubuhi na mapema, telling us that if we are not supporting Rigathi Gashagua means we are supporting Ruto. That manipulation tactic is not going to work. We will not be coerced or manipulated into supporting Rigathi Gashagua. He was part of the corrupt government. He was part of the system that we were resisting. He cannot now come on this other side and pretend to be fighting with us. So when Rigathi Gashagua is talking about himself having the Mount Kenya vote, can he tell us which part of Mount Kenya? Because the last I checked, maybe the people from Madira, it's not the entire Nyeri County that supports Rigathi Gashagua. When we come to Mount Kenya East kukona akina Kindiki, Cecily Mbarile, akina Roko. Are they also counting on Rigathi Gashagua? When we come to places like Kiambu, we have Uhuru Kenyatta, kina Moses Kuria, Ishongwa, all those people are on Mount Kenya, also in Mount Kenya. Are they also supporting Rigathi Gashagua? Ikikuja Muranga, kukona kina Dede Nyoro, huyu Alice Wahome, the current governor of Muranga Kangata. Are they also supporting Rigathi Gashagua? So which part of the mountain is Rigathi saying that he's bringing the votes? Because I'm sure all those people are not supporting Rigathi Gashagua. Muranga people especially wajichune hivi sikio. Rigathi was actively involved in harassing, maiming Kenneth Matiba. If you have any value for your son, Kenneth Matiba, you should not even be involved in Rigathi Gashagua politics. Have Nyeri people forgotten what happened when Rigathi Gashagua's brother was governor? So people have already forgotten, now they are willing to endorse him. Have people forgotten ile maneno yake ya serikali ya shares? Have people forgotten how he addresses everyone in Kikuyu everywhere he goes? That is the candidate or the person you're trying to twist all of us to support. He has to be in government. He has to get these positions. Who is he getting these positions for? Now, the team that supports Rigathi Gashagua or endorses Rigathi Gashagua for anything, that will be the losing team, because we will not board that team.
Ni Kalonzo Musyoka. Man Stevo. Steven, ninataka nikuambie kitu moja. Unaona zile ng'ombe ulipeleka Siaya, Bondo kwa Mama Ida. Orengo wakapeana speech, Mama Ida akapeana speech, Ruto Odinga akapeana speech. Wakasema kama kuna rafiki wa ukweli wa baba Raila Amolo Odinga ni Man Stevo, who sacrificed for Raila Odinga. Ile kitu ili demoralize William Ruto, ili affect Ruto, ili set Ruto into a panic state. It is the reason the Emali meeting ama rally imefanyika na William Ruto to do a political communication to Nyanza, that huyu mwanaume mlikuwa mnasema eti ndiye mnaona 2027 ama ndiye mnaona anavaa ama ndiye mlikuwa mna praise, backyard yake niko hapa naangalia turnout. That's why Ruto could mobilize people today, apeane pesa hata kama angetumia millions of money, but to see the crowd for political communication. Wakamba ni watu werefu sana. I want to tell Ruto to understand that. Kenya imefika mahali where people feel anywhere Ruto calls a meeting, ingieni hapo kwa fujo na mkule pesa. You be paid. Hiyo ndio imekuwa narrative nao Kenya mzima. I want to tell you Steve that Ukambani imefungiwa na wewe. Umeilock. Anamsema kwa speech yake kuwa Wakamba hataki kuwaona wakiwa opposition. Si sasa hivi William Ruto kuna serikali. About 35 counties hazitaki kuwa ndani ya serikali yako. Kisii wako nje na serikali yako. Nyamira nje na serikali yako. Busia nje na serikali yako. Bungoma nje na serikali yako. Kilifi nje na serikali yako. Ukambani, that is now Makueni. Machakos hapa kwa mama Wafinya Ndeti nje na serikali yako. Nairobi nje na serikali yako. Nakuru nje na serikali yako. Where do you have support in Kenya? Hizi vipindi hizi tunazielewa zote, zinaeleweka kwa country. So Kalonzo, ninakushauri kuwa sasa ingieni uwanjani. Fanya mkutano tena Ukambani kubwa zaidi ya what Ruto has done. Umwambie ile kitu ulikuja kufanya hapa nimeiwash out. It's nothing. It's just it's just petty, hollow, empty, nothing. Aruti akae State House. That's all.
So on 18th October, the night that Rigathi Gashagua was impeached, James Lumanen, who is the senator of Turkana, had 20 million shillings cash, and he went with this money to his house in Syokimau. Then a woman who claims to be his wife stole that money, and he reported to the police. Then in the dead of the night, the police went to this woman's house to invade, trying to recover the money, but they already found 1.9 million shillings in her bedroom and another 200,000 Kenya shillings in a suitcase. Then they put this woman in a car, started driving around and trying to harass her to bring the rest of the money, but they weren't able to recover any more money. Then the identity of these police officers were three, but the identity of one of those police officers is not known. And then now these two police officers are also being investigated or probed because their story is not adding up about them finding only 1.9 million shillings. This woman is claiming to be the senator's wife, so she cannot be a thief because this is her husband's money. The senator has not said if it's his wife or not, and he has still not gotten his money. Now, if it is possible for someone to make 20 million shillings in one night, they need to be taxed. There are very many businesses that do not even make 20 million shillings in 5 years. And now, because bribing these politicians, the parliamentarians, MPs and senators is not going to stop, then KRA should start taxing those bribes. I mean, if these people were receiving this kind of money, they should be taxed on that money. And I think it's just the devil's work losing 20 million shillings overnight. How do you lose it?
We raise serious concerns about the way the law on the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Act and the Land Amendment Act number 21 of 2025 were crafted and enacted in a hurry. Kenyans have raised substantial concerns about the amendments which were signed into law. We strongly recommend a necessary review lest they be abused to curtail the very freedom they ought to protect. Meaningful public participation would be necessary. The fears Kenyans have expressed regarding these new laws should not be brushed off. They deserve to be listened to and, where necessary, corrective measures taken. Specifically, It seems that the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Amendment Act can sufficiently be abused to silence government critics, to abuse the rights to privacy, or even to manipulate the electoral process. We have always called on the public, especially the youth, to use civil language when raising concerns online. Nevertheless, they should not be intimidated from expressing themselves as active citizens interested in their country's affairs. Without careful and meaningful public participation, laws will be counterproductive, eroding public trust in the government. We recommend that the offending clauses be expunged and that specifically be provided on who the law targets. This would instill in the public an awareness that the law is meant to protect and expand their rights, enhance public order, and not to injure their freedoms. The same.
Mido nacheza mdhamini si nakaona dai moshi tazivuta limit ya fuliza imeongezeka nikoma neza shika jag na kanudu sie nacheza kiroro neza fika soko turirime mdagi meditation naki shusha kibandaski cha podonde neza rada nama vuta izoma